problem and say the answer is obvious. Also, if you say the answer is obvious, but every person sees the definitions of the theorem differently, is very trivial. So that's all. So for my prayer, let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this day that you have given us. Please guide us as we learn new things and guide us as well for our review today for the exams tomorrow. And please help us uh, in the exams as well tomorrow. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. That's all.
Okay, thank you, John Rain. Okay, so I promise this will not happen again. No, I seek to have crown myself. I was cramming uh, just to actually finish the whole chapter. No, the last one, the graphing. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so if you notice, I didn't give you the answer yet of the assigned. Sorry, the quiz. No, the first offline quiz, the two items there. I will give that to you. Don't worry. No, before tomorrow. Okay, let's go. Okay, before the graphing, let's have this one first, no? Because this is very important, okay? Because I think you don't understand this. Okay, so there's a modification, no, that I made, no, for you to be actually uh, clear your mind, no? Let's clear your mind. Okay, there's a modification. This will, what do you call this? Override the Excel that I gave you, no? This one will be uh, the file that I'll be giving you. Okay, for the immediate value theorem and location principle, it's obvious, no? It will be obvious. Okay, you might be asking, what is x there, no? Of course, x there means to say that if you graph this polynomial function, lakihan ko, don't worry. If you graph this polynomial function, no? X there means to say all the values of this one, no? Okay, this is the x, this one. Okay, okay, and then all of the values, huh? Remember that for polynomial function, x values in the x-axis is not restricted, no? They are considered everything, no? So for this one, if you notice, x is integers, okay? So it means to say integers, negative integers, zero, and positive were considered, no? Did you get that? Okay. And then, I was,
Sir,
ay,
there's
sorry
no
po.
presentation po.
Ayan ang sinasabi ko. Okay. Parang last time, nagagalit tuloy ako sa grade 9, no? Salita ako ng salita. Wala namang presentation. Sorry, sorry. Okay. So I modified this one, no? For you to be actually uh, clear your mind, no? On how to understand this one. Intermediate value theorem allocation principle. Sorry. So I actually, yan. Sige. Lilakyan ko ha. Okay, let's go. So if you've encountered this so far, no? Okay, if you notice in the other sheets, this was actually derived, no? The roots or the roots were solved, no? The traditional, no? It's through synthetic division, quadratic formula. But this time, because it's time consuming when you have this one, no? It will be time consuming. I'd like to introduce to you this one, no? Okay. We call this actually the table of values, no? And for this table of values of the polynomial equation or polynomial function rather, no? It's easy, no? How, no? We have x. Why do we need to have x? Because it will be really the values of the x-axis, no? This one. We're talking about this one. Okay? And then they are all integers, negative, 0, and positive, no? It's infinity to the left, infinity to the right, no? Okay, this one is just limited. But if we're going to be actually considering the other numbers there, it should be infinity left, infinity right, no? But it's not making sense. Why? Because of the rational root theorem, no? It's 10. Factors of 10, it's just about 10, 1, 2, 5. Okay? So you limit yourself having those values of x. Okay, and then I consider negative 3 up to 5. Right? Okay, or 6. Okay, sige, it's okay, no? And then, when you use this formula class, no, this x is not a formula. It should be given, no? From negative 3 to 6. Okay? From left to right. Okay? If you want to be actually filling that up, click. I-click nyo lang yan, no? Okay. Click that cell and then notice this one, no? Okay, you can actually drag that and then release. When you drag it, it's right suspend, huh? Okay, click and then right suspend, no? That's it. Okay. If you don't, okay. If you don't have that number, just click that negative 3. You'll start with negative 3 going up. It says, no? And then, marunong naman kayo mag-drag and click, right? And then fill series. Okay, it gives you there, no? Okay, that's the way it's done. And then, for for this one, it's now a function, really, it works, no? Okay. X pertains to values of real numbers, x-axis. Your y pertains to your function of x. No? Where will that come from? This one. No? This one is the formula. Okay, this one. Okay, so I'll just this, no? Observe this very, keenly, no? Be very keen in observing this because I will not teach this one to you anymore, no? Okay, this formula is coming from this one, no? Okay, so how do you do that? Okay, so you check. There's no formula there, no? Actually, we are applying the theorem that is remainder and or factor theorem, no? Where you have your f of x equals the whole polynomial, no? We're substituting the value of your x, which is negative 3, in here, no? And you have the value of f of x, that's function of x, and function of x is also called y value, the value of your y, no? Why are we getting the value of y? Because x and y is a point in a graph, no? These all are points in your graph, no? They are paired. Negative 2, 0, negative 1, negative 12, 0, 10, and so on and so forth. Okay? Did you get it? Okay. So actually graphs are consist of points, no? Again, your graph for the polynomial functions are consisting of points. And these ones in pair are points in that graph. Okay, did you get that? Okay, so x and y is really a point. You have to get those. Okay, I have to copy that. No? You just go here, no? This one. And then copy paste here, no? And then if you notice, it's there, it's copy pasted. If you want that converted in the formula, you listen well because this is a practical exam tomorrow. Okay. Convert that in a formula, this one, no? This one. Okay, I'm highlighting, no? If I'm pointing this cursor of mine to those cells, no? It's there, it's being highlighted. Okay, this one will be converted into formula F2. Okay, so F2 is showing the formula there, no? But this one must be in a formula that is starting with equals, no? If you want to work here, it's okay. If you want to work there up, work there, no? It's okay. Where do you want to work, no? So again, copy, paste here. And then F2. F2 is a function, they're up, no? There are a lot of function keys there. F1 up to F12, no? So it's F2. It's showing the formula. So equals, and then this one in the end, remove that, no? It's not part of the formula. Okay. For the Excel, the cell there should start with equals if you're making a formula. Okay. Take note, no? X raised to the 4 is there, no? You're going to be actually overriding, you're changing X. Okay, so how do you highlight it? No? Just click it, no? Left click and then you swipe. Or shift, no? Okay, you shift this one, shift and then X. Find a way to actually highlight the X there. And then that X should be replaced by a parenthesis. And then what is uh, X value? It's up, no? It's the negative 3. Okay, that is the negative 3. Okay, so again, it's equals. Don't forget the equal sign. And then parenthesis. And then you're looking for your X value, it's negative 3. And then close it in the parenthesis. In the parenthesis is the value of your X. It's the negative 3 up, no? It's located in the C5. And then this one, an arrow means you are raising that parenthesis into a parenthesis into a exponent 4. Okay? And then you go here. Replace that X, but 5, there should be asterisk. Okay? 5 times the parenthesis is for that X, no? But that X is C5. Okay? If you want to point negative 3 there up, it's okay. Or if you want to type C5, it's okay, no? And then closing parenthesis, and then arrow up. That's for the exponent 3, this one, right? And then negative 5, highlight X, it's times should be, and then it's C5. It's okay, pertaining to the cell C5. And then up, it's up, no exponent 2. And then plus 2, and then this one, an asterisk is multiplication, and then C5, and then this one, okay, and then last will be, okay, this should be gone, no? Okay, you take note, no? All the X there is replaced by the C5. Why C5? Because it pertains to this row C, and then, sorry, column C and row 5, no? That is C5. Value of the negative, I'm sorry, the C5 is negative 3 there. See? Okay, and then enter after you finish. That's negative 112, no? Actually, I'm solving for the value of the remainder, no? The value of the remainder when the X is negative 3 is 112. Did you get it? Okay, is it clear? Ana Faith? Naintindihan? Okay, malinaw ha? Okay. So if you want to learn again, restudy, and that one is really, no, can be relearned when you press F2, no? F2. F2. Okay, you go to those cells and then F2, F2. Okay, that is the formula for that one. Okay, so again, that's 112, no? Okay, just got back. So for that one, that is the formula. Okay, you start with equals, and then all x there will be replaced by a cell. Don't forget your asterisk, because if you forget your asterisk and your arrow up, that means it's exponent, no? You will be getting the wrong remainder or value for your y. Okay? Okay, and then Control C is basically copy, no? And then you want this one, the formula of this one, pasted here. Highlight this one, no? Okay, I do not know how do you highlight with the other applications of your computer, right? Just swipe, no? Suspend, left click, and then suspend, no? It's up to you. And then it's there. Okay? For instance, that is uh, none, no? That is, there's nothing there in the cell, no? Control C, and then this one, highlight this, no? And pressing left, press, suspend, and then up to there, and then release. And then just enter, and then you have this one, the values of. Don't want you to be actually computing this one, no? Because it's just school. Okay, baka pumuti na ang buhok niyo. Mas maputi na ang buhok niyo sa buhok ko. Okay? Okay, so again, that's easy, no? Learn how to do that. And then, if you notice, okay, I do have this table. We call this table of values, no? These ones are actually needed, no? For you to graph. But we can go to that graphing later on, no? So for this one, immediate value theorem, if you will be asked if this polynomial function has a zero, no, a root that is in between negative 1 and 0. Mind you, x are saying there will be roots there, no, zeros for that polynomial function, no? Like for instance, 0 here is a negative 2. Why is 0 a negative 2, no? A root. Because it's giving you a remainder that's 0, no? 5 is a 0 or a root because it's giving you a value that is a remainder that is 0, no? Remember that, no? Intindihan? Okay. You remember that? Having the remainder theorem, if it's 0, then you consider that a root. Did you get it? Okay. This is a 0 because the y or the function of x or the remainder value is giving you 0, no? Okay, 5, 0, that is a 0. Negative 2 is a 0. Okay, and the other two zeros are in between negative 1 and 0, between 2 and 3. Why? That is that intermediate value theorem saying, no? I will not read this anymore to you. Okay. It says there, sorry. It says there that the other zeros is not an integer, unlike negative 2 and 5. Nagigigil ako kasi dapat nasa blackboard to. Okay, and then why it's negative 1 and 0, between negative 1 and 0? Because if you notice, no, the signs of y values there, positive, 0, and then each seed, its signs, no, negative 12 and 10. If there is a change, no, if there will be a change, negative from negative to positive, it means to say that in the middle of negative 1 and 0, there is a 0 that is irrational. That is 0.41. No? Okay. Middle of negative 1 and 0, 0, the root is valued at 1 point negative, 1 minus the square root of 2 or 0.41. It is irrational. No? 0. Between negative 1 and 0, see, This one is, what do you call this one? Is saying, no, negative 12, if there is a change in sign, no, negative, positive, there is a 0 between negative 1 and 0. Likewise in here, positive, 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 there is no 0 there, no, between 0 and 1, 1 and 2, because it's all positive. But after 12, it's negative. Between 12 and negative, there's a change in sign, positive, negative. So therefore, between 2 and 3, IVT is saying there is a 0 in between 2 and 3, and it's 2.41, no? Okay, it's not 2, it's not 3, but it's in between. It's irrational. Did you get it? Okay, change in sign from 12 to negative 20, negative 12 to 10. Okay, that is IVT saying, no? And then, for the locational principle, okay, it's so easy, no? It supports actually that IVT. Okay. So for instance, for this one, no? Okay. Let's have this example, no? This one. This is a very good example, no? This one is a root here, no? Why? Because this one. Exactly this one. Why? Because it passes through that x-axis, no? Remember, your root is your x-intercept itself, no? How many x-intercepts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, no? Because it passes through the x-axis. So in between 2 and 3, there is a root. It is but 2.41, no? Okay, so you see this one, no? This is what's this location principle is saying, no? If this is your 2 and 3, there could be your 0 there. This one is your 0. That is 2.41 and irrational. Yan ang sinasabi ng location principle. Okay? This is 2. This is x-axis, no? This is 2. This is 3. You see the graph, no? Okay. 2.41 is there. This is 2.41 between 2 and 3. Naintindihan? Okay? Did you get that? Okay. So basically, I'll just give that to you, no? So I explained clearly to you, no? What this IVT is saying para hindi naman kayo, ha? Okay. Para pagka-college kayo, makasisihin niyo si Sir Romel, no? So I have this, okay, there, no? As my y-axis. Okay, if you want to move this one, ha? If you have this file, you can move that. That's y-axis. Okay, that is the meaning of that, no? That's why, if you're gonna be asking me, is this polynomial function as a 0? Is this polynomial function having a 0 that is between negative 1 and 0? Or 2 and 3? Yes, because the function of x or the value of y, no, this one, in the golden one, there is change, no, in the values of those. Negative 12, negative 10, 12, and 20. Okay, let's go now here. And then the other one, okay, this one, no, it's the same function. Okay, this one, the upper and lower bound, no? If you'll be asked, no, what is the limit of the roots, no? Because if you can see in here, okay, as the rational root theorem is telling us, it could be beyond 10, okay, because 10 is p, no, over q, that is 1, 10 over 1, and you can consider actually possible rational roots that are 10, 2, 5, 1, and a lot more, no? But for this one, the upper bound and lower bound, it is as if it's saying there must be a boundary for the zeros, no? Hindi siya kalat, it's not scattered, no? There is a boundary, no? You see, there's really a boundary. Okay, why? Because 0, that is negative 2, and 0, that is 5, and 0, that is 2.41 in between this, and negative, sorry, it's 0.41, no? It's not even a negative. It's 0.41 between negative 1 and 0. Okay, 0.41 is between that, no? Is really inside this negative 3 and 6. Yan. Okay? So it means to say that having the rational roots, possibility of having the rational roots that is 10 or beyond 5 or 2, beyond 5 or 2, this theorem explains it. Okay? So out of the picture is the possibility for 10 and any other zeros. No? Why? Because negative 2 is enclosed in negative 3 and 6. But that violet, how do you get that? No? Okay, this one. You use synthetic division in there. Okay? So this is hard. No? But for this one, I'll give you a technique for this one. Synthetic division. Formula, ha? Makinig ng mabuti. Okay, I'll give you. Okay, if you notice this one, these are just but sum. No? Okay, equals. Makikinig, ha? Kasi mabilis lang ako sa Excel talaga. Okay. For my synthetic, you see the sum, no? Equals sum. And then, ganito lang yan. Equals sum, then parentheses. Then I'm going to have these two cells, no? Click that, then highlight the other, no? Shift, and then, okay, you'll have that. And then enclose, or not enclose anymore, it's okay. Equals sum, and then, just parang swipe it, no? 1 and 2 cells, and then enter. That's sum basically, no? F2. Okay, if you do not have that, Control C, and then copy paste only, no? Okay, for this one, it's a multiplication, no? Of this one, the root, and then this one, right? But notice there is but a dollar there, no? There is a dollar. What is that dollar there doing? Sige, pera. No, it's not pera, no? It means to say it's holding this one, this cell, no? It's B10, no? Okay. So again, there is no dollar there to be exact, no? Why? Because equals this root there, and then times. Makinig kayo mabuti. Bubugin ko kayo. And then this one, no? Multiply that. But you have to change that. Dollar there is saying that must be fixed, no? We call that uh, in Excel, it's up. I'm sorry, no. It's a relative value, no? And it's absolute also. So you hold that by having a dollar sign in between the number. Ah, sorry. Parang mali. Okay. That's B10. This is B10, ha? Negative 3. Okay. It should be dollar sign, no? In between the letter. Why? Because this one, okay, this one. Ayan. Yung ibig sabihin, pinapi-paste nyo siya, ito, ayun siya, mag-i-stick siya dun sa negative 3. Okay? Okay, tignan nyo siya, no? That's how you multiply, right? Okay. Pag wala yung dollar, ako, tingnan nyo kung saan pupunta yung, no? Pag ito ay nawala, okay, tignan nyo siya, no? Iba. Saan pumupunta yung root, no? It's not in the negative 3. Okay? This one, negative 5. Okay, the root seems to be actually looking for that cell, no? It's not sticking into that negative 3. That is the purpose of a dollar sign. Okay? Okay. Intindihan? Sige. Study nyo na. Study nyo na lang, ha? Okay. Kasi si Sir Romel, ito kasi trabaho ko dati. Okay, let's go. Ako po, parang kukulangin na tayo. Mag-extend lang ako, ha? Okay. So for this one now, negative 3 is the lower boundary. Why? Because this quotient and including the remainder there, no, the last one, is giving us the alternating signs, no? Positive, negative, and then positive, negative. That's negative 3. But negative 2 is a 0, no? There's no way that negative 2, the 0, is enclosing 8, no? It's not the upper boundary or upper bound. Okay? It's not because it's a 0. Remember, upper bound is enclosing the zeros, the 4 zeros here in the middle. No? They are negative 3 and 0. Okay? So negative 3, and then towards your right, it's negative 2. That is 0, no? That's a root. It's giving you this. Okay, tignan nyo yung mga formula ko dyan, ha? F to F2 kayo. Ako, Diyos ko po. Marami pa kayong kakainin bigas. And then 5 is a root, no? And then you go beyond 5, that is 6. Okay, that is 6, and it's said to be the upper bound, no? Lower and upper bound. This is the upper bound, this is lower bound. Why? Because for the upper bound, it's giving you all positive, no? Positive signs of this quotient. We call these quotients, right? And quotient and the remainder. Okay? Okay, so is it clear, everybody? Okay. If you will be asked, now, what is the upper bound and the lower bound of this polynomial function? You say it's negative 3 and 6 because of this, no? Alternating signs. For the lower bound, 6 because that is for the upper bound showing positive signs. All positive signs. Naintindihan? Okay? Your textbook is telling you otherwise, no? It's the same. Okay, let's go now, no? Bilisan na natin. Dapat naintindihan niyo ito. You must know this one, and at the same time, you compare what I'm explaining to you in your textbook, no? With your textbook. Parallel your textbook. Okay? Okay, yan na yan. Thank you. Lower and upper bound. Okay, next. Lord. Okay, ito. Kinarek ko lang to, no? Okay, so this one. Okay, this one is but showing Descartes' rules of signs, no? How many negative and positive zeros, no? There are 3 positive zeros and there are 1 negative zeros, no? Okay, kinorek ko ito, negative 5. Sa libro nyo pala to, no? Okay, so there's no need to explain that. You just check them, no? Okay, but this one highlights Descartes' rules of sign, no? And it's being compared to how many really zeros are there, no? This is raised to 4. Okay, you see. Raised to 4, so therefore there are 4 zeros, no? Descartes' rules of sign is saying otherwise it's 3 positive, 1 negative. But this one, this IVT is saying there's only 2. Okay, in between negative 2 and negative 1, 3 and 4, no? Change in signs here. There are only 2. Where are the others? No? Where are the other 2? I think they are imaginary. No? If you check your graph, this is the 0, and this is the other 0, the roots, x-intercepts, there are 2, but we are still looking for 2. I think they are imaginary, no? The 2. Then next, this is the same. Okay? So boundary for that, it's negative 2 and 4. Okay? Zeros Okay, zeros will be between negative 2 and negative 1 and irrational. 3 and 4 and irrational. It's there, no? Point, point. But if you're talking about the boundary, okay, those will be in the boundary negative 2 and 4. And the 0 is between negative 2 and negative 1, 3 and 4 because of these signs, no? 25, negative 5, negative 5, 5. Okay, you check that one, no? Check this one. There's a formula there. Positive, all positive, and alternating signs. Okay? Okay, sige. Next, we are now in graphing. Okay, brace yourself, no? Kasi masakit talaga sa ulo to. Okay. Okay, makinig ng mabuti, ha? Okay, complicated. This will be your practical. Isa lang itong tuturo ko, pero tingnan nyo na lang yung iba, no? Paano ginawa ni Sir. Is some there? Pero hindi na ako mag-English. Tintek, ang daming absent, ha? Okay, can you just type your numbers there in the chat box? Okay, sige, let's go. Okay, this will be your practical, no? This is the last lesson. I need to explain this. Why? Okay, sige. Para hindi na natin balikan to. Hindi ko nang balikan next year to. Okay, sige. If you are to graph this, obviously, no? These are in its, what do you call this one? Linear, no? Linear factored form. Why linear, no? You notice, okay, that this one is a polynomial function in its linear factored form, no? There are three factors, and then it is a linear because it's x raised to 1, no? Okay. And then it's easy that you can actually distinguish the roots. They are but 1, 2, and negative 3, no? So it's there. 1, 2, and negative 3. For your formula, it's the same class, ha? So, suntukin ko kayo. Yan, copy-paste nyo lang yan dito. Okay? And then this one, remove that. And then change everything, no? If you want to have that a negative 5, go. Make it a negative 5. And then, change x. Okay? Into this one. And then, like I said, it would be a minus. No? Okay, kahit wala na pala yan. And then, parentheses. And then, that's C4. Extend lang ako. Kung ayaw nyo nito, wag na. Sige, layas. And then, C4. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's negative 84, no? If I'm I copy paste that, it's negative 3. Okay, it's the same, no? Basically, it's the same. So that's how you work on that one. Work, work, work. Okay? Okay, and then, table of values, you see this one is standing, no? You could do the same, no? Okay, the one that I discussed is horizontal. Okay, for our graph, it is standing. Okay, x here, and then y here. It's the same, basically, no? So for all your values of x, it is also called domain. This is domain, huh? This one, all values here, they are domain, no? And then this one are range. Okay, take note. The roots there As I told you, it's 1, 2, and negative 3. It's there, no? Negative 3. Why? It's giving you 0. Why? No? Value, function of x. And then the 1 is giving you also 0. See? And then 2 is 0, no? It's obvious, no? And here, you can actually mentally say there's roots, no? Those roots are your zeros, your intercepts, x-intercepts actually, no? Okay. So if I were you, complete the integers from negative to positive. And this gold one, no, this will be the insertion, no? Don't mind that. That will be the insertion. I'll explain that to you, no? Explain that to you. Don't worry. Okay? So if you're going to be actually making the table of values, no, I'll provide this for you, no? I'll provide this table for you. You're going to be filling this up with negative integers increasing, okay? And then 0 and then 1, no? Forget about the gold first, and then up to the positive integers. You fill that up. And then get this tree, create this formula for your y, and then copy paste. It's like that, no? And then we consider this. What is this other key points of the graph, no? Okay, I have my unique way of actually showing you, no? The graph. I combined the textbooks. Akala nila, ha? Okay, you can see this one in your textbook. Okay, we need this, no? What is interval saying? Okay, check this out. Interval is saying there are roots, no? For these ones, there are roots that are negative 3, 1, and then 2. Okay. So basically, the interval is saying us in x-axis, this one, no? Your roots, if you plot the roots there, this is negative 3, 1, and 2. This is your x-axis, right? So you're going to make an interval. Why? Because other than these points here, these are points, right? Okay. Other than those points there, you're going to be actually highlighting the details, no, of the points. What will be the x-intercept really? What will be the y-intercept? And even the turning point, no? I'll discuss that to you. Okay? So first, we have to set the x-axis intervals, no? Okay, when we say x-axis interval, this one, take note, no? So from this one, the characteristics of property of a polynomial function is infinity, no? Infinity from left towards your 0, that is negative 3. This is negative 3, no? Okay, it means to say this is x-axis from negative infinity up to this point is one of the interval. Okay? And then this one, negative 3 as a 0 or root up to 1, no? As one of the roots. Okay, negative 3 up to 1. And then the other interval is 1 up to 2 because 2 is a root, no? 1 up to 2. Okay, never mind this one first, no? Gold. It will be an insertion for you. Okay, and then after, the other last interval would be after the last root, that is 2, that is 2 to infinity positive. Okay, that is the meaning of interval, no? There has to be partitions of your x-axis. Okay? Maglalagay kayo ng partition sa x-axis. Okay? From negative infinity up to towards that x value of x, which are the roots, no? Negative infinity to the first root to the second root to the third root, and then last root up to the infinity. That's interval. Okay? This is in your textbook. Okay, and then what is test number doing there, no? Okay, this one is very important. Take note. Okay, so we do not have the gold yet, no? I'll start with between negative 3 and 1, it should be negative 1. It's not 0. Your textbook is wrong, no? If I'm going to be actually studying these other key points of the graph, in between negative 3 and 1, this one, no? Negative 3 and 1, I consider negative 1 to be the middle number. Okay? And then, between 1 and 2, it's 1.5, no? And then this one, after 2, the next integer is 3, no? This one, it's 3 here. Okay, those are the test number. Test number means they should be considered, no? So that as a whole, kind of graph do you have, no? Okay, and then after negative 3 here, after negative 3 towards your left, it's negative 4. So these are my test number. Okay, so again, in between the roots, consider the test number that is in the middle, no? Middle. And then for this one, infinity, just after, no? The negative 3, it's a negative 4, 2, and 3. This one, later on, I'll explain that. And then, the value of x pertains to this one also, no? Okay, take note. Negative 4, it's negative 30. Value of x, it's the same, no? Okay, value of x or f of x is equal to y. This one, no? That is equal to value of fx is equal to y. So take note that these are highlighted, negative 4, 30, and then negative, okay, negative 1, 12, and then this one is not there. Negative 1.5 is also there, no? And then, what else? See the signs of this one, no? Function of x, which are y. It is but a negative, negative 30, a positive, a positive as negative 1.125, and a positive 12, no? And then, if it's a negative, it's below the x-axis. If it's positive, it's above, no? It means to say this point. It's pertaining to this point, no? Remember, this is test number pertains to your y, no? Sorry, x. This one is pertaining to your y, no? So x and y consists, sorry, uh, makes a point, no? This makes a point, this makes a point, this makes a point, it's there, no? Everything, these ones are the points. You believe that? Yes, okay, let's have the graph now, no? Okay, ayan na yung graph. Okay, cut that. Okay, so these ones are point, no? So these ones in pair are points. Do you believe? Yes. Okay, how do you graph? Okay, let's have this one first, and behavior of the graph. If this one is x, it's x raised to cube. That is odd or even? It's odd, no? 3, 5, 7, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and behavior, it's the end tail, no? Where are the tails heading, no? And behavior means to say the one that with arrow, the end tail, where is it heading? Degree is odd. The leading coefficient will be, of course, it's positive, no? X times x times x will give you a positive x. No? It's a positive, imaginary one. And then raised to cube, x, x, x. Okay, it's 3. It's odd. So degree is odd, pertains to the exponent. Leading coefficient pertains to imaginary one that is positive. If you multiply this together, no? Factors there. And then the turning point would be, it's less than, okay? Less than 3 because this one is has the degree that is highest. No, it's 3. So that's why turning point must be lesser than 3. Less than 3. Or at most 2. It means to say it's exactly 2. Okay, but not 3. Not exactly 3. And then end behavior falls left. false, right? No? If it's add positive, it's like that. Okay, and then let's check. Okay, how do you actually graph? Ito na yung pinaka-crucial. Last ko na to. Tingnan nyo to. Okay, highlight ko to. I'm going to highlight this. Okay. And then, release, huh? When you highlight it, having you click left, highlight, and then insert. And then, in the insert, choose this, no? But how do you choose this? Corner, no? This right corner, click. And then, click this one, that's a graph, no? Okay, and then, okay. Okay, this is your graph. Okay? So that is your basically your graph, and you see the end behavior, no? It's towards that because it's positive and it's add, no? It's placed to 3. Okay? Naintindihan? Okay. Pero ano yun? Okay. Ano yung nasa gold? What is the meaning of these x-intercepts and turning points and y-intercept, no? Let's further study. Sorry po ha, wala na akong. Okay. Pasensya na po talaga. Lalo sa achiever. Kailangan nyo to. Okay, let's go. I inserted this because these are the turning point. Okay? This one, no? Okay, notice, no? If we do not have that, and basically, okay, we only have the integers, no? Take note this one. These are all integers, no? Okay, when x-intercept is being written there, it means to say it's giving a value that is 0 here, no? 2 is a root. Sorry, to x-intercept din to. 2 is a root, it's giving a 0. X-intercept is 1, giving you 0. And this one is a y-intercept. Mali-mali na. Okay. May nadagdag yata doon. Okay, that's a turning point. Okay, there are 3 x-intercepts, no? 1, 2, 3. Then these two are turning point. And y-intercept is giving you the value that is 0 in x. Okay, 0, ha? Pag nakakita kayo ng 0 dito sa x values, 0, okay, and then this is 6, it means to say that one is 0, 6, this one, no? Because this is your y-axis. That is a y-intercept, no? That is a point wherein that graph passes through that y-axis. That's why it's y-intercept. See? And then this one, if I do not have this turning point, then there's a problem, no? Okay, then there's a problem. Because a turning point, one of the characteristics of your polynomial function is there is a turning point. What is that turning point? No, the one that is changing the direction of the polynomial function. No, it's like, okay, it's towards up and then going down and then going up. No, this is the point there. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll bring it back. No, that's a turning point. This is x-intercept. This is y-intercept. That is x-intercept turning point. Okay. So it means to say that you have to consider the turning point, okay, between -2 and 1 and 1 and 2. It's there, no? Because never that your exponent, sorry, your roots can be your turning point. Hindi po. Kasi mas mataas, no? Tingnan nyo siya. Ayan siya. And then -3 and 1, I inserted that one. -3 and 1. Why? Because you check, no? If without that, -3 and 1, where is -3 and 1, no? -3 and 1, this is a turning point. Okay. So what joins together the -3 and 1, okay, -3 and 1, Rather, negative 2 and 1. Okay, sige. Okay lang. It's negative 2 and 1 is a negative 1.5. And you notice that negative 1.5 there is higher, no? Than negative 2 and 12, negative 1 and 12. That's why this is a turning point here. Okay? And then the turning point here naman, this one, no? If without this one, okay, 1 and 2 cannot be my turning point, no? Because in between 1 and 2 is a 1.5 that is, sorry, a positive, no? Positive. Okay, 1.5. That is a turning point, no? This one in your textbook is called the turning point. That one and this one. It is the one telling us that the graph is changing its direction, no? From up, down, down, up. That's why this one is being inserted there, being the turning point. Okay? Okay, sorry po. Okay, naintindihan ba yan? Si Emil yata hindi naintindihan. Okay, ganun po siya, no? May insertions lang. Okay? Parang it's you try to actually figure out, no? Okay? And then if you want this being detailed, no, this one is not detailed actually. If you want to cut that, tanggalin nyo yan, no? And then these ones, no? Okay, for as long as you're not removing the roots, no? Okay, you can remove this. Okay, see how detailed it is, no? This is your x-axis. Okay, okay, it depends on you, no? How you cut this. Cut that, and then you see, no? Okay, how the graph plays with that one. Okay? Okay, may question ba? Parang di naintindihan. Okay, sige. Ito siya. Check this, no? It's another example. How Sir Roman played with that one. And if you want to play with that one, okay. Tanggal, remove, or not, remove, or not, no? You see how it works actually, no? And then you see how detailed the roots there, no? There is but a root that is in between negative 1 and negative 2. Yun. Okay? Okay. So I will not hold you for long. This is another example of the graph. Okay, this practicum will be appearing tomorrow. I'll give you this table and then fill up the table, sorry, the cells. No, it's up to you. Okay, so turning points is less than the exponent. Okay, and at most exactly less than that exponent. Yun po siya. And then our end behavior is telling about your end tail, no? End tail of the polynomial function. And these ones are the insertions. Tignan nyo yan, no? Ayan, insertions. Pag may tanong kayo, I'm free, no? I can answer you. And then last one, take note this one, no? 2, 3 even. We're talking about multiplicity, no? Two factors, the same. So raised to 2, no? You see, it's just touching the x-axis. And then if it's two factors, multiplicity 3, same root, one root. See, the x-axis is being passes through, no? Your graph passes the x-axis at one point. At what point? That root. That is a positive 1. And then it's going back, 4 roots, multiplicity 4. It just touches, no? The root. Okay, in x-axis, the 1 there, no? And then add 5, it crosses again, no? And then, combination, you check, no? Tanggalin nyo yan, it touches, or it crosses, no? At what value? Negative 2, and then 1. Okay? Remove that. And then, the other, opposite of that, no? Remove that so you can see the detail. Okay? And then you see, there's the root there that being touched, that is what, no? You check, and then being crossed, a root that is being crossed by the graph, you check. Okay? So play with those graphs. That's it. Sorry, thank you. Any question? Sorry po. Nag-enjoy naman kayo, no? Mahirap? Okay, yun na po siya. Si John, natawa si John, si John Ray, no? Ozzy, okay naman? Napag-aaralan? Okay, sige. Aral lang kayo, no? No worries, no? Pag hindi nyo naman nakuha tomorrow as practicum, I'll give you another chance, all of you, no? Pag nahihirapan. But I'm giving you something to, a one, no? A one polynomial function, and then go with those examples, and then see how you can apply, no? I'll give that to you as another Excel file. Okay? Pasensya na po ha. Okay, nag-extend tayo. Sorry po talaga, no? And I'm so thankful with your time and willing naman kayong mag-learn. Okay? And that's the attitude, no? Maybe Sunday na. Galing kayo. Engineers, architects, and every professional there. Thank you so much. Okay, so kung may question, magtanong lang po. I'll give that file to you and another file for you to graph, no? You can apply it. Okay? That's it for today. Turning point doon, madali lang yun, no? Maglalaro lang kayo in between, you play, no? And then figure out the point there. It's easy. Believe me. Okay, thank you, bye-bye. Attendance po ha. Okay, mag-chat box dito. Ang daming wala. Mag-cutting classes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Pasensya na po. Thank you. Your attendance, chat box. Thank you.